Hello. I hope you find this video well, or that this video finds you well. The message today is for those of you that have been in hibernation, kind of taking some time to yourself, setting your affairs in order, spending quality time with yourself, thinking about your next steps, what you need to do, what you want to cut out, what you want to strive towards, move forward. So it is time to rise out of the cocoon state that you are in. So we are going to pull a butterfly and see what have you learned throughout this time, and what lesson that you need to take with you. Do we have a jumper today? So it says, I am thankful for many things, and my gratitude attracts abundance into my life. Are you the type of person that's always looking forward to the next thing, and you're kind of like not living in the present and not really appreciating the things that you've worked towards? You could be someone that is always chasing the next goal and not really stopping, and not really reflecting on the journey that you've taken to get to where you are. You could be surrounded by so many things that make you happy, but you're too busy still looking towards the next thing that you want. My intuition is stronger and clear. I trust the voice within. I don't need to control life. I trust in magic and miracles. So again, you could be really focused on getting to the next step. You may just need to let things go and let things be and kind of live more in the present versus constantly trying to control the outcome, trying to control the path and the routine, and trying to control the journey itself. Sometimes you need to take a little step back and see how the waters flow without you manipulating the waters. So that is my message for you guys today. Don't forget to be thankful for what you have now, because a long time ago you could have been praying for those things. And it's sometimes you need to take a look back and appreciate what you didn't have before and what you have now. Just because you've obtained the goal doesn't mean that you treat it any less than when you actually wanted it. I hope this video finds you well. Let's see what message we would like to receive today. I'm seeing like unfulfillment of a situation, things out of balance, not really feeling happy on the inside, seeing something that someone else has and kind of yearning for it, or seeing someone else's happiness but not really having your own happiness. I see someone who is like very strong and respected or feared on the outside, but really sad and lonely on the inside. And they're currently like seeking balance with themselves or with a partnership, and they're not really seeing it. It's like just over the horizon. They don't really have that in their life. They're kind of like isolated, have their walls up. They're not really letting anyone in, and everyone around them is finding happiness in the little things or in life. And it could just be someone that has a lot of responsibilities, or is in a position to where they can't really let loose or have some fun, but they're seeing everyone else finding happiness, but this person has to sacrifice. And um, person has to sacrifice and go without that happiness because their role, they have a different purpose right now, and the purpose that they have, they think doesn't allow them to have this happiness and serve in whatever position this is that they're currently serving in. Hello, I hope this video finds you well. Let's see what message we need to hear today. I may need to cut this deck because it's kind of new and it's not shuffling the way that I like. So usually I like the cards to pop out, but it's not gonna happen today. All right. Ooh. All right, so we have a moment's regret, we have set your course, and we have falling. So maybe you made the wrong decision about a situation, or you didn't take an opportunity when you had a chance to make an opportunity, take an opportunity. You chose something that wasn't fully right for you, or you didn't choose something that was right for you. You know, you can't live in a state of regret, even if you did make the wrong choice. Essentially, you can get yourself out of any situation that you create. So it could have been a situation where people told you not to take the chance or make the decision, or however the situation was. Maybe you didn't see the red flags or whatever the case is, and you regret it. Or maybe you chose to play it safe and you didn't take the chance that you needed and you missed out on a big opportunity. So the decision is made. You can't really go back and change anything about the past, but you can change what's going on in the now and figure out a way of how to fix the situation that you got yourself into. So the second card says set your course, know where to wish to go, have a plan in the right direction. So as long as you start moving and taking the right steps necessary to change the situation that you're in, you'll get there, but you're not going to get there if you're going to sit there in the past. So this says falling, it says the unknown, present, momentum, and change. So long as you're sitting in the same place, you're going to be thinking and feeling and having the same situations, the same outcomes, right? But if you start making steps and changing the direction that you're going into, whatever direction that is that it leads you to, whether it's a worse situation or a better situation, at least you are changing and making movement, and you're stirring things up a little bit. You're stirring the energy up. You're changing up the energy so that you can have a different outcome, or a different path, or different results, whatever that case is. But whatever the situation or the decision was that you made and got yourself into, you can't sit in those feelings, and you can't sit. Hello. I hope that this video finds you well. Let's see what you need some clarity on today. What we need some clarity on today. What message do we need to receive today? Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got the falling card. I just got this in my last video. This falling card, it represented taking a path that's unknown, making some movement, kind of like surrendering to your situation, surrendering to your past decisions, your present moment, and start moving in an unknown direction. We got the forget who you are, conditioning falls away, memory no longer, define you, and then we have changed in the night. You have changed quickly. So the theme overall today in all of the videos has been coming out of a cocoon state, coming out of a transformation state, coming out of hibernation. So you may have taken a step back and really self-reflected on you and on yourself, and have decided to make some changes to your personal self, to your personality, to the way that you think, your habits, your lifestyle. And that is a huge transformation, and you're going to come out unrecognizable to the people that you are typically surrounded by. You're going to come out and you're going to not have in common some of the things that you used to have in common with people. And you're going to drastically change, and people are not going to recognize you, and you may or may not vibe in the way that you used to vibe with certain people, or with certain places, or with certain situations. Your values may change from someone, and this could be something that is new to you, and it's just a developing process in the stage that you're going into. So whether it is that you're just maturing age-wise, or if it's just a spiritual thing that you're going through emotionally, personally, whatever the situation is that caused you to go back inside and reflect, and to make the conscious decision to actively change who you are as a person, something triggered that and had you step back inside. So now you're coming out, and over the next few months you're going to be emerging as this new person. Maybe you do a makeover physically, or maybe you just do a makeover with how you think and how you feel, and your persona has changed, and your personality has changed a little bit. So hoping this resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. The theme has been transformation. What are you transforming to? What are you changing out of, or changing into, growing out of, or growing into? What are you emerging as? Who are you emerging as? And what do you need to know for this particular journey? Oops. All right. What message do you need to know right now in regards to the journey that you are on in this moment? What type of clarity do you need? Inspiration do you need? Message you need to hear? Would you like to give us a message today? The cards have not wanted to jump out today. So, oh, wrong hand. We are going to pull a message. I choose happy and loving thoughts. I feel good and express love for myself and others. So you are coming out of a negative mindset, a negative mentality. You always choose to be a Debbie Downer or pessimistic or judgmental or skeptic. So something happened recently to where you see the benefits of not thinking in that capacity. You see the benefit of choosing your thoughts. You see the benefits of setting the tone for your day. So what happens to change that? And that's something that you experienced recently and you're like, oh wow, this stuff really does work, or it does make a difference, or I like how this makes my day feel versus what I was doing before. You got some type of inspiration to change a pattern of behavior or a pattern of thinking. I don't need to control life. I trust in magic and miracles. Maybe you just had a situation to where you kind of like let go of the situation and saw how that that situation transpired without you having to be in control of it. So choose to be happy, choose loving thoughts, get up in the morning, set the tone for your day, choose the paths that you want to go down because you have been experiencing it and you have been seeing it and you do see the difference in your day every day when you actively live like that, or you actively think like that, when you're conscious and you're aware of your situations and your feelings, and you kind of I think the next step is hello. I hope that this message finds you well. The theme for today has been transformation and change, and we're gonna see what area of your life you are emerging from or transforming out of or into. Let's see what the messages. Aquarius, I know you're being innovative, you're thinking a little bit more creatively. Mars, force, and Capricorn, I use. All right, so this past January, February, I feel like the people that I'm talking to directly have been in hermit mode. You have retreated back to a state to where you were just kind of like behind the scenes and very private and just doing your typical day-to-day work. You haven't really been around a lot of people, and now you are starting to come out of that cycle. You're starting to, maybe you're just very energetically drained, and now you are starting to get that energy to come out of the shadows and work on some unfinished projects that you had. Maybe you had a business plan or a goal plan, or some type of idea or plan, budget, and you had to go back and kind of like re-edit it or revise it, tweak it up a little bit, change it up, maybe you're inventing something or creating something and you had to go back and make some final adjustments or take your eyes off of it for a little bit and look at it with fresh eyes. Um, and you're really working on this foundation or the structure of whatever plan this is that you have going on right now. And now it's time to you to start working on it. So you took a step back from something that you really wanted to do and you really aspired to do. Um, Maybe you were just tired, maybe you just gave up, maybe you were just feeling a little bit defeated, maybe it wasn't working out and you weren't getting the recognition or the profits from it that you thought. Maybe it just wasn't trending or whatever the case was. But now it's that time to come back with some fresh energy, with some new ideas, and change some things up, learn something new to help your plan, your strategy, your invention, your creation, whatever the case is, whatever platform it is that you're trying to get into. Now it's time to really focus on that foundation that you had started a while ago and kind of like filling in all of the holes, so that you have a really strong structure, sturdy foundation to take yourself to the next level.